Reports from Moscow indicate that India is preparing for a significant geopolitical shift within the next 5 years. The Indian government has officially signaled its intent to purchase additional batteries of the Russian S-400 missile defense system. The urgency behind this acquisition stems from a new development in Pakistan. China is now moving to export the J-35, a fifth-generation stealth fighter, to the Pakistani Air Force. Stealth technology allows these jets to effectively vanish from standard radar. Because India currently lacks an active fifth-generation fighter program of its own, the arrival of the J-35 creates a sudden tactical imbalance in the region's airspace. To counter an invisible threat in the air, India is turning to an overwhelming defense on the ground. They are attempting to build an electronic shield capable of tracking and neutralizing stealth targets before they can penetrate deep into Indian territory. While the S-400 provides the technical means to strike these jets, the density of India's deployment suggests these batteries are positioned to protect specific high-value assets that both nations view as a matter of national survival. Securing these systems has required high-stakes diplomacy. During the first Trump administration, India managed to obtain a special waiver to bypass U.S. sanctions that typically trigger when a country buys Russian hardware. Other nations were not as fortunate. Both Turkey and China faced immediate and severe trade penalties from Washington for purchasing the exact same missile batteries. The S-400's reputation is currently a point of global debate. The system has faced heavy criticism following publicized failures in Iran and Venezuela, where Russian-made defenses struggled to intercept modern aerial threats. However, Indian military officials point to a different track record. Russian media claims that during Operation Sindoor, the S-400 demonstrated its lethality by successfully destroying various Pakistani air assets from within Indian territory. India is betting billions of dollars on the S-400, trusting that the system's performance on their own border will outweigh its controversial failures elsewhere in the world. India's current deployment confirms their strategic priorities. Of the 5 units originally planned for 2026, 3 are already operational, 2 stationed along the border with Pakistan, and 1 guarding the Siliguri corridor. The remaining units will concentrate this defense. When fully deployed, the western border will be covered by an overlapping network of sensors, creating an unbroken electronic wall facing Pakistan. This concentration allows for a layered defense. With multiple batteries covering the same area, a stealth jet like the J-35 can be tracked from different angles at the same time, significantly reducing its ability to hide from any single radar source. This isn't a general defense of the nation's borders. It is a calculated, localized buildup aimed directly at one specific adversary. This military buildup on the border is the direct result of a deepening crisis over the region's water supply. India has adopted an increasingly hard-line strategy regarding its rivers. Following recent regional tensions, New Delhi has suspended the Indus Water Treaty and begun actively regulating the flow of the Chenab River to secure water for its own population during intensifying heat waves. The impact downstream is immediate. In Pakistan, these regulations are causing severe water shortages, placing the government under immense domestic pressure to restore the flow. If a water-stressed Pakistan chooses to leverage its new stealth fleet, the massive concrete dams upstream represent the most vulnerable strategic targets in the Indian inventory. A single successful strike on this infrastructure could cripple India's ability to regulate the region's water. This explains why India is stacking S-400 batteries so heavily along the western border. They serve as a Sudarshan chakra, a specialized shield designed to intercept strikes on these vital water assets before they can be reached. The S-400 provides the security necessary for India to maintain control over the subcontinent's rivers, ensuring their hydroelectric infrastructure remains insulated from the threat of a desperate aerial retaliation.